हेलो डियर लर्नर्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल एम्ब्रेस बायोटा। हमने एक सीरीज स्टार्ट करी है जिसमें हम एमएससी बॉटनी एंट्रेंस के इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स को डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। दिस इज़ द पार्ट 3 ऑफ अवर सीरीज जिसमें हम एल्गे को डिस्कस करेंगे। पार्ट 1 में हमने साइनोफाइसी और क्लोरोफाइसी के इम्पॉर्टेंट जेनरास को डिस्कस करा है। आज के लेक्चर में हम रोडोफाइसी और फियोफाइसी के इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स को कवर करेंगे। स्टार्टिंग विद रोडोफाइसी, इसके कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट एग्जाम्पल्स हैं पोरफायरा, जेलिडियम, ग्रेसिलेरिया, बैट्रैकोस्पर्मम एंड पॉलीसाइफोनिया। Starting with the important characteristics of Rhodophysi. Rhodophysi phycobilin containing red algae है। This group of algae lacks flagella and are non-motile. ये algae mostly हमें marine water में देखने को मिलती है into the deep sea layers. Cell wall is composed of cellulose, pectin and polysulfate esters. These algae are rich in phycocolloids. Phycocolloids are complex polysaccharide which when dissolved in water form the colloidal solution. ये phycocolloid algae को prevent करते हैं from the desiccation and the freezing out. Types of phycocolloid present in red algae are agar, carrageenan and phenori. Red algae में कुछ ऐसे species हैं which develop in crustaceans of lime. उन species को हम coralline algae कहते हैं. Red algae reproduce vegetatively by means of fragmentation and gamete. Asexual reproduction इनमें कैप्रोस्पोर्स के थ्रू होता है. And sexual reproduction takes place by spermatization. The male gamete is known as spermatangium and the female gamete is called as corpogonium. This corpogonium and spermatangium sex organs are seen in red algae only. The product of fertilization in red algae is known as corposporophyte. This remain attached to the parent algae. Important examples of red algae are Porphyra, Gelidium, Gracilaria, Batrachospermum and Polysiphonia. इनके इकोनॉमिक इम्पोर्टेंस की बात करें तो these are used as food, mostly Porphyra and Chondrus. Chondrus is known as Erismos used in the island during famine. Agar is a phycocolloid which is obtained from Gelidium, Gracilaria and Gelidelia. These are known as agarophytes. We have discussed about these economic importance in a detailed lecture which is available in playlist. Carrageenan is obtained from the chondrus and gigartiana. It is also a phycocolloid. Phenori is basically a glue obtained from the Gliopeltris. Polysiphonia and Rhodomela algae is rich in bromine. The carrageenan hastens the blood coagulation. अब बात करते हैं एल्गे के स्पेसिफिक जेनेरा पॉलीसाइफोनिया की। रेड एल्गे से हमारे पास पॉलीसाइफोनिया सिलेबस में इंक्लूडेड है। मैंने पॉलीसाइफोनिया के ओनली इम्पॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को ही इसमें ऐड करा है। द थैलस ऑफ द पॉलीसाइफोनिया इज फिलामेंटस एंड इज प्रोस्टेट एंड इरेक्ट टाइप. Prostate thallus is creeping type which grows over the substratum. This system is attached to the substratum through rhizoids known as heptra or attachment disc. The erect system is aerial and highly branched. Many lateral branches arises from the erect system. There is also presence of short branches of limited growth in the apical region which is known as trichoblast. Polysiphonia reproduce asexually by the formation of tetraspores. The tetraspores are haploid in nature and germinate to produce male or female gametophytic plant. It reproduces sexually by oogamous type of reproduction. Corpogonium has elongated tip known as trichogyne. This trichogyne is the receptive part of the carponium from which it receives the spermatangia. The erect branches in the thallus of Polysiphonia is divided into short branches and long branch. Short branches को trichoblast भी कहा जाता है. Short branches are branches of limited growth and are monosiphonous via sex organs. This is the differentiating feature between short branch and long branch, that which branch wears sex organs. लॉन्ग ब्रांच की बात करें तो इसमें अनलिमिटेड ग्रोथ पाई जाती है. दिस इज पॉलीसाइफोनियस इन नेचर और इसमें कोई भी सेक्स ऑर्गन्स प्रेजेंट नहीं है. You can clearly see the difference between polysiphonious and monosiphonious in this diagram. साइफोन मीन्स ट्यूब. अगर हम देखें तो शॉर्ट ब्रांचेस में सिंगल ट्यूब ही प्रेजेंट है, whereas in long branches many tubes are present in thallus. Due to this, the name of this algae is polysiphonia, means presence of many tubes. पॉलीसाइफोनिया की लाइफ साइकिल बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है. This is trimorphic diplohaploidic. It means the thallus exists in 3 phases. 2 phases are diploid and the one is haploid. ये 3 फेज हैं हमारे पास: asexual thallus, main plant body and carposporophyte. सबसे पहले हमारे पास आता है asexual thallus, जिसे tetrasporophyte कहा जाता है. This thallus is diploid and is formed from the carpospores. इट वियर्स टेट्रास्पोरेंजियम, जो टेट्रास्पोर्स प्रोड्यूस करता है बाय अंडरगोइंग मियोसिस. ये टेट्रास्पोर जर्मिनेट होके गैमीटोफाइट बनाते हैं विच इज हैप्लॉइड इन नेचर. आपसे इन स्पोर्स की प्लॉइडी भी पूछी जाती है. मेन प्लांट बॉडी विच इज हैप्लॉइड इज फॉर्म्ड फ्रॉम द टेट्रास्पोर्स. These spores wear the sex organ, that is male sex organ spermatangium and the female sex organ carpogonium. These sex organ fertilize to produce the zygote. कार्पोस्पोरोफाइट थैलस की बात करें तो इट dwell from the zygote. Zygote undergo mitotic division to form the carposporophyte. The carposporophyte undergo mitosis to form the carpospores, which is diploid in nature. This carpospore germinate to form tetrasporophyte, which is also a diploid structure. इससे हमें ये क्लियर होता है कि मोस्ट ऑफ द थैलस ऑफ द पॉलीसाइफोनिया एग्जिस्टिंग इन द डिप्लॉइड फेज एंड ओनली स्मॉल पोर्शन इज एग्जिस्टिंग इन हैप्लॉइड फेज. Due to this reason, the life cycle of the polysiphonia is trimorphic diplohaploidic. इसमें याद रखने वाली चीज है the ploidy of spores. For example, the tetraspores are haploid and the carpospores are diploid. This point is important for the competitive examination. Our next class of algae is Phaeophyceae. Examples of Phaeophyceae are Fucus, Sargassum, Macrocystis, Laminaria, and Ectocarpus. This group of algae is known as brown algae. Phaeophyceae is multicellular brown algae rich in phycocholide and fucoxanthin. Brown algae is popularly known as seaweeds or kelps. These are mostly marine in habitat. Brown algae attach to the substratum by means of holdfast. Sargassum is a free-floating brown algae and forms the Sargasso Sea. The thallus in Phaeophyceae is heterotrichous. Heterotrichus is highly evolved thallus which is differentiated into prostate and erect branching system. Air vesicles are present in brown algae which provide buoyancy. The cell wall is composed of cellulose, pectose and phycocolloids. Just like red algae, phycocolloids are also present in brown algae. In brown algae, these are algin and fucoidin. Phycocolloids are polysaccharides which protect algae from desiccation. Plastids of brown algae are given a specific name, that is phaeoplastid. Photosynthetic pigment present in brown algae is chlorophyll A, C, carotenes and xanthophyll. Xanthophyll is particularly fucoxanthin. Reserve food is laminarin or mannitol. Phaeophyceae consist of trumped hyphae which help for the conduction of food. Fucosan vesicles are also present in Phaeophyceae. Talking about economic importance, Phaeophyceae are edible. Example of edible brown algae is Laminaria and Macrocystis. Fucus and Sargassum are used as fodder. Sodium laminarin sulfate, which is obtained from the laminaria, is used as anticoagulant. Fucus and laminaria are rich source of iodine. Potash is obtained from macrocystis and neurocystis. Ectocarpus grows on the ships and cows fouling of ships. The phycocolloid alginic acid is obtained from the fucus and laminaria. It is used as thickener, emulsifier and gelating agent in number of products like toothpaste, shaving cream, ice creams and cosmetics for thickening. Mannitol, which is an alcoholic sugar, is obtained from the pheophyce and used for the diabetic patients. ब्राउन एल्गी मेंशन इन अवर सिलेबस इज एक्टोकार्पस। अब हम एक्टोकार्पस के इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स को डिस्कस करेंगे। एक्टोकार्पस इज मैरीन ब्राउन एल्गी। The thallus is filamentous and heterotrichous, which is differentiated into two systems. First one is prostrate and second one is erect. The prostrate system, known as creeping system, it helps the brown algae to fix with the substratum. इरेक्ट सिस्टम इज द एरियल सिस्टम जिससे एक सिंगल मेन एक्सिस अराइज होती है विद मैनी लेटरल ब्रांचेस। एक्टोकार्पस के रिप्रोडक्शन को देखें तो इट रिप्रोड्यूस एसेक्सुअली बाय मींस ऑफ जूस्पोर्स। The haploid zoospores are produced in unilocular sporangia and the diploid zoospores are produced in plurilocular sporangia. Zoospores produced in the unilocular sporangia produces the gametophytic plant body, whereas the zoospores produced in the plurilocular sporangia forms the sporophytic plant body. The plurilocular sporangia of the sporophytic plants help in the multiplication of the asexual phase without bringing any alternation of generation. So these spores are known as neutral spores. The sexual mode of the reproduction in Ectocarpus is isogamy. This diagram shows the thallus of Ectocarpus. Most interesting fact about Ectocarpus is the clump formation. Ectocarpus में ड्यूरिंग रिप्रोडक्शन फीमेल जो है वो सेक्स एट्रैक्टेंट सिक्रीट करती है जिसे सिरेनिन कहा जाता है। In response to this seronin, many male gamete are attracted toward the female gamete by their shorter flagellas, which result in the clump formation as these remain aggregated around the female gamete and appear as clump. This is the unique feature present in the Ectocarpus. सेम उसी तरह हम फंजाई में clump formation के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. These terminology should not be confused. Next algal class we have is Xanthophyceae. Two major examples of Xanthophyceae are Botridium and Bougaria. Xanthophyceae में हम Bougaria के स्ट्रक्चर को स्टडी करेंगे। बाउकेरिया को वाटरफेल्ट के नाम से जाना जाता है क्योंकि ये मेट की फॉर्मेशन करता है ऑन द वेट सॉइल। द बाउकेरिया इज अटैच्ड टू द सबस्ट्रेटम बाय मींस ऑफ राइजोइड एंड हेप्टेरॉन। द थैलस इन द बाउकेरिया इज एसेलुलर एंड सिनोसिटिक। Bougaria reproduce vegetatively by means of fragmentation. It undergo asexual reproduction by forming zoospores, aplanospores, and hypnospores. Important point is that the zoospores produced in the Bougaria is known as synzoospores or compound zoospores. टिपिकली जूस्पोर्स आर यूनिन्यूक्लिएट एंड बाईफ्लैजिलेट, लेकिन बाउकेरिया में जो जूस्पोर्स हैं उनमें मैनी फ्लैजिलास आर प्रेजेंट एंड हैव मैनी न्यूक्लियाई. सो दीज आर नोन एज synzoospores और compound zoospores. The mode of the sexual reproduction in Bougaria is oogamous. This image shows the thallus of Bougaria. Most important characteristic of Bougaria is vanderplasm. Vanderplasm is basically the dense cytoplasmic mass of Bougaria with large number of nuclei in it near the base of antheridia and is without chromatophore. Also, Bougaria during echinid formation shows the Gongrosira stage. In Gongrosira stage, the Bougaria resemble the green algae Gongrosira and given the name as Gongrosira stage. In this stage, the thick structure of cyst or echinid is formed during the reproduction on parent plant. This diagram shows the echinid and Gongrosira stage clearly. This is all about the rhodophyceae, phaeophyceae and xanthophyceae. With this lecture हमारा एल्गी का टॉपिक ख़त्म होता है। अगर आपको इकोनॉमिक इम्पोर्टेंस पढ़नी है तो उसके लिए मैंने पहले से ही एक सेपरेट लेक्चर बना के रखा है विच इज़ अवेलेबल इन द प्लेलिस्ट। नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम फंजाई के इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट स्टार्ट करेंगे। इफ़ यू फाइंड दिस हेल्पफुल, सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल। My name is Anna Sharma and thanks for watching.